Someone just let me out. With a big smile and a big wave. Ah. It really is the little things in life that matter. Don't let the big things get us down. Really. Take in all the little things because they add up. Wow. So, I was talking about sustainable joy and how to get out of the car. So I ended it quickly. But I really want to talk more about that because it is this subtle and yet huge, important point. Because I, for a long time, was just looking for ways to what do I need? I mean, that's the first discovery process, is looking for ways that really do bring us happiness and joy and making sure we have that in our life every day, something that brings us joy, because sometimes we are just overwhelmed by all the things that don't work. So looking for what does work and appreciating those things and giving attention to those things is really paramount to living a more joyful, authentic life. So find those things that bring you joy and sustainable joy. Those words are just really special together. Sustainable joy. How do we do that? And the way to do it is to recognize that things that are not typically of substance origin, things, food, I say food a lot, don't I? Food, events, things that we like to do, only bring us happiness in the moment. Check to see if they really bring you sustainable joy. And that by having more of it, do you feel happier? Do you feel more joyful? And create a joyful bedrock of living. And it doesn't mean to be, giddy and happy all the time and false in any way. That means to be this, find some contentment by creating things in your life that do bring you joy, that are sustainable, so that you can feel it, first discover it, feel it, be with it, and keep tapping into that. We get distracted really easily. We get distracted by things all around us. Things take us off course. We're going down this track of, oh yeah, this is great. Okay, I'm feeling connected to whatever the joyful part of my life. And then something goes awry. Oh my gosh, now what do we do? We get taken off so quickly. How quickly I'll lose my temper sometimes just expressing, I'll drop something. And then it's like, is it really worth the expression that I just expressed because I dropped something? I mean, it was simple. It was a rubber band. It wasn't like a cup of coffee all over myself. So how quickly, that's just a small example, but how quickly it happens. So stay on course, create your course, find your course, find your deepest sense of joy, and make sure you're tapping into that on a daily, moment-to-moment basis, moment to moment. And with that will bring a richness and a quality and a character to your life that will not be shaken. A momentary, off track, that seems to be the nature of being. But I think it's a process, and I think it's practice too. Practice being on for that. Practice being on for, where am I off track? Catch yourself. Grab yourself back. Laugh at yourself. That was silly, whatever. And be more lighthearted about the hardships that we might feel, or we might think as being, real tough to handle. Lighten up about it. What always happens. Things work out, don't they? We worry about things, but things do work out. And our worrying has no effect on the outcome. It has an effect on our being and how we feel. So let's reduce the worry, let's increase the trust, and let's find things to remind us of the true joy. We are special creatures to have been born. We need to appreciate the miracle of our birth, that we came onto the earth at this point in time. This is a blessing. This is a gift. Our life, every moment, every breath is a gift. Don't take it for granted. Because we most of us will know and have experienced in one way or form or shape or another, that how quickly life turns on a dime. And the things we take for granted every day, the people in our lives, the love in our lives, whatever the experiences in our lives, we just expect it's going to keep happening and continue every day. But it won't. It won't. That's not the nature of life. There will be an end. There will be a stopping point. When will that be? And we don't know. And people that do know, people that are given that timeline or expected timeline, boy, haven't we all seen that they've taken this new sense of what life is about and the preciousness of it, and they start living their life differently? Let's start living our life as though this is the precious moment that we have, and make the most of it, the very most of it. And don't get caught up in all the distractions and all the off-tracking things that can happen in our day, so that we lose sight of the truth. And the truth is that this life is precious, these moments are precious, our relationships are precious. Remember that they are. Treat them as though they are. Yeah, that's it. Anyway, it's a beautiful day and it's Halloween, and I'm happy that it's sunshine for the kids that are going to be out, and I'm one of those kids that are going to be out with other people having fun. So I hope you are finding new ways of discovering joy. Discovering joy. It's there. It's there. Sometimes we have to dig really hard for it. Sometimes you have to dig long for it. Don't make it so hard. Find the simple things that do it, and then develop from there. Keep developing that muscle. Keep working that muscle. Where's the joy? Where's the joy? I appreciate this moment. Be grateful. Because when we're grateful, we're joyful. So what can you be grateful for? Think of all those things. And be well.